Hey, what is up, everybody? Platform Disciple here, and today I have a real treat for you guys. I have in the process a 20-win Rift Run deck, which that is something that I think is worth mentioning at least. So I can take you through the deck, and this will give you some insight into what does a 20-win deck look like. And oddly enough, it doesn't look like it's just some kind of pile of super good rares. There are great cards in it, but it's I think it's largely about building a deck that's cohesive and has a consistent strategy and is, overall consistent. That's what 20 wins is. You have to be able to consistently win. Because if you have a really good deck, but it has, a couple weaknesses, as soon as those weaknesses are exploited, you're going to get your 3 losses and you're going to get kicked out. Now, I don't want to sound like an expert because 20 wins is not my average. I think my average is probably around 6 wins, which is not bad, but 20 is a lot more. Okay, so let's take you through the deck. So for the commanders, we have, they don't show the names, but I think that's Demonborn. I might butcher a lot of these. It's a 2-cost 4/4 that gets +1/+1 whenever you deploy a demon, and you can pay 2 to give it flying until the end of the turn. He doesn't really matter. Well, he sometimes matters, but we'll get there. Next we have this guy. He's a 3-cost 7/5 Flame Dawn guy that when he dies makes an 8/4 in the same zone, so he's really nice. For those of you who play Hearthstone, this guy is your Harvest Golem, or your Piloted Shredder. He's pretty good. I think he might be called Infected Knight, or something like that. And next we have Bromic, and he comes with the campaign, so everyone knows he's pretty legit. Great stats, great effect. For 4 cost. In case you somehow didn't know, he's a 10/10. He gives all your other guys in the Assault Zone, while he's in the Assault Zone, +2 power. Okay, so we've got 3 Flame Dawn Commandos, and I said the deck wasn't stacked with ridiculous rares, but Flame Dawn Commando is a must pick. If you are playing, there are a Rift Run, I think there are very, very few cards I would take over Flame Dawn Commando, because he's great at all stages of the game at finishing off weaker targets that, are 4 health or less. What's really great is if you bring something low but just didn't manage to kill it, he can finish it off. Okay, next we've got a 2-cost ability card. I forget what it's called. Mark of the Demon. That's what we're going to call it, but I don't know if that's what it's called. This is like a trivia game for me, because I don't... Speaking of which, any developers watching this video, please make it possible for me to read the cards by mousing over them here. That would be a great help for me, but also I think would be convenient for people who are playing Rift Run. Anyways, it gives demons +4/+4, or a non-demon -4/-4. So when I mentioned Demonborn earlier not being relevant, he's sometimes relevant because sometimes you just boost him up with this and then you make him fly over and finish them off. But most of the time, this Mark of the Demon card I'm using just as removal. Then we have Mindbender, 4-cost 9/8. When he deals damage to an opponent, you draw a card, they discard a card. He is really good if you can get him in. And in this deck, it's so aggressive that... that's very possible. Spontaneous Combustion is another must-pick card, like Flame Dawn Commando, where I will almost never ever pass it up. It's fantastic. Demonize is more removal, so as you can see I have a lot of removal that helps. We have the dude, I don't know who his name is, Frenzied Monstrosity? I'm gonna guess that. 3 costs 8/9. And that's pretty much all. We leave it at that. But he does have the added advantage of being able to discard a random card, injure himself for 4 damage, I think, and he gets +4 power. Something along those lines. Almost never do that, unless I think I can get lethal that turn. Kalia the Purifier, or something like that. 3-cost 10/8, Flame Strike 5, removes characters from the game when she kills them. Super good. This dude, Zealous something or other, 2 cost 10/4 with charge. gives your opponent an extra resource, so he's a late game card even though he's 2 cost. This thing makes 3 4/2s with charge, or it puts them straight into the Assault Zone. That's where they belong though. It's not my favorite, but sometimes you have to settle. You can't always pick your favorite cards. 3 exhausts, which is more or less removal, sort of. 1, the dude, Flamed On Footman. 2, the other dude, Flamed On Knigget, I think. Both of these are vanilla guys, just stats for their cost, which is good. Ransacker, he's not my favorite. I do not think picking cards with low health is smart in Rift Run. You want to pick things that are bulkier. As a matter of fact, one of the games I lost, which was just a couple matches ago, was against a Warpath deck, and he just had more health on the board. That's how you win Rift Runs, having stickier guys that can stick around and deal a lot of damage. This guy's not good at that, but every once in a while, he does kill something that's in the support zone, which is nice. Intimidating Rally is a game ender, really good. Flag Bearer is just great for aggro. Here's a dude, don't remember his name, but he's a 2 cost 6/6. When he gets through, does 4 extra damage. I think he's good for aggro, and that's what you're doing. When you have 2 Flamed On and then one other thing, you're going aggro. No matter what the other thing is, even if the other thing's like Descendants of the Dragons, I think you still go aggro. Motorcycle Man, 5 cost, 12 power, charge, 8 health, doesn't die to normal removal, only dies to damage. Don't really care about him, but it's good to be able to slap a big dude in the Assault Zone. Demon Dude, it's just a 2 cost 6/6, which is bad, but at least I have a commander who can utilize the demon effect, and I also have those Mark of the Demons, which boosts him. Duelist, it's funny, it's a pun, because it's got 2 lines and 2 attacks. It's a duelist. You guys getting it? Duality, duels, you get it. Alright, Zuza Siren? Something. She's a siren. She takes your opponent's guys and you keep them until they die, or you take another guy. This card is insanely good in Rift Run. You know how I was saying I would very rarely take something over Spontaneous Combustion or Flamed On Commando? This is one of the exceptions. This card is busted because at a bare minimum, it forces them to play differently, which is super, super impactful. Even if you're not utilizing its effect, they have to play like you're going to, and keep their threatening guys that they can't let you take control over outside of the Assault Zone and the Defense Zone. Alright, some worthless piece of junk ability card. I think it's terrible, but once again, sometimes you don't get the best picks, so you take what you can. It's 2 cost, gives at the end of the turn, whatever it is, +4 attack, -2 health. When I use it, I tend to use it on something that it will kill immediately, but the other thing you can do is, if you have overcharge cards, just leave it in your hand. That is something that's really worth remembering. In Rift Run, if you have some overcharge cards, your garbage cards serve a purpose if you just hold them until you get that overcharge card. Here's this card's like the not rare version of Kalia Purifier. It's some kind of it might be like Flamed On Purifier or something like that. It's the 3 cost 8/8, removes guys from the game when you kill them with it. It's just another dude. You're probably noticing that this deck has a lot of dudes. It's dudes and removal. I think that's a foolproof strategy in Rift Run. Alright, Harbinger of the Flame or something like that. It's basically Stumble plus an 8/8 with charge for 5, which is pretty good. Especially when you're just trying to finish off the game. And we've got these 2 guys that are 6/6s for 2. They have an RNG effect, which I avoid using because, like, and when I say I avoid using it, I mean the last time I used it, I flipped it, he went to a 2/2, flipped the coin again, he killed himself. So, I wouldn't do it. Then there's this dude. He's kind of I picked him because he's low cost. He's a 1 cost 3/3. The next guy you deploy next turn has charge. What's good about that is if you give it to something that doesn't have charge, it's super great. But the issue is I have a lot of guys with charge already. It's really nice if you can give it to Duelist, because that's a card that can just have a massive impact when it comes into play if they didn't expect it. Recycle is a card that I'm willing to take almost any time there's nothing that I feel is worth using, because it's basically a card that doesn't have any negative impact on you for having it, because you can just drop it whenever you want and get something else back. And the recycling effect every once in a while does help, like putting some kind of removal or big bomb back into your deck is good. And then we've got 2 more dudes. These guys are 2 costs 7/5s, slightly worse than the other guy who's let's see, right here. This guy's a 2 cost 7/7, but the guy who's got 5 health has 0 morale cost. So we're gonna queue up for a game, and I very well might lose, because I mean 20 wins in a row is pretty impressive, and I can't promise any more. But at least you'll get to see what the deck looks like in action. Okay, this opening hand's not that bad. Jubilee is really annoying, but what can you do? I'll tell you what you can do, which is you kill the other player faster than Jubilee can kill you. My game plan here is just set up a massive board as quickly as I can. So we're putting out this piece of junk, Herald of the Dawn. That's his name. Now we can like check to see how many of the names I actually got right. Is that Demonborn? Yes, I got it right. Infected Purifier, not Infected Knight. I was on the right track. Dirty Devil, never would have gotten that. Motorcycle Man. Cavalry Paladin. It's pretty much Motorcycle Man. I haven't ended planning. That's awkward. I thought I had ended. Alright, so Dirty Devil's coming out because I see that, like, he can't really stop it. The worst thing that could happen is he puts out Rabid Rabbit, which would kill one of them. It would kill the weaker one. Ooh, Mark of the Demon. Interesting. Okay, I think I just keep putting out guys right now. I'm looking for an opportunity to kill something with Flame Dawn Commando, but it doesn't seem to be coming up yet. I'm concerned about that, because I don't want that to get through. That would be really annoying. We'll put this over here, which is not my first choice, but or will we? Will we put that over there? Put this over here. Nope, nope. We'll put this over here. I really want to put out Flame Dawn Commando, but I can't be sure that it's actually going to kill anything relevant. I'd like to target a Hulking Sniper, but there's just no guarantees there, and I think the way to win is to go for the guarantees. See, if I had played Flame Dawn Commando, he just wouldn't have hit the same kind of value that he would have had. Alright, so let's think about this for a sec. I think playing Bromik is pretty much a no-brainer here. That guy's got 15 health, so if I do this, that's 15 damage. The other option would be to do this, because this guy's gonna die either way. And I think I am gonna play Flame Dawn Commando now on this guy, on the basis that if he goes to the defense zone, Frenzied Monstrosity will kill him, and Frenzied Monstrosity is on its way out. If you can make a card that's like half dead kill something, then that's good. Unfortunately, he played in a way say that it just didn't work out. It's not the end of the world, but it's certainly not good. And he gets to draw a card there. Okay, what am I gonna discard? Let's think. So what am I gonna do this turn? I could do Exhaust and Duelist, is what I'm thinking. Or I could do Call the Crusade if I just want to dump out a ton of damage. I think I don't need 2 exhausts. That's what I'm thinking. Could also gotten rid of Cavalry Paladin. Honestly, I probably should stop that, but at the same time, I don't know if I need to. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's real bad. That's really, really bad. Ugh. What a disaster. What am I gonna discard? Ransacker. These guys can't move over there, which that's just terrible. So I guess we do this. And I'm gonna put this guy in the end, just in case for whatever reason Mindbender ends up in the defense zone. I'd rather have the guy with 8 health than the combined 6 health of the little tiny dudes. What is he called? Flame Dawn Aspirant. Okay, what did he bring back? Yep, Spontaneous Combustion. Oh boy. Ain't that fun. So I know what I'm in store for. The good news is I've got him on a serious clock here. So 12 damage. If we look at this, I've got 2 more health than 12. So everything's gonna die. I can put out these. And I can exhaust this. That's my best play, that's what I think. But all my guys are gonna die this turn. What a disaster. What a disaster. Oh, we got something. Okay. Does this have 2 lives anymore? Nope. That's really, really too bad. If he has another Spontaneous Combustion, I'm screwed. We just gotta hope. Hope and pray. Spontaneous Combustion is ridiculous. What a card. Once someone has just lower health on the board, you could just lock them out. It's definitely a problem for aggro decks. Once they start running out of steam, Spontaneous Combustion can just end it. Like, you can just stop them from ever regaining steam, especially if you have things like this Adaptive Ritualist that just bring them back. Oh, it's happening again. Oh my gosh, I can't. Oh no. Can I recover from that? Okay, so I have a decent amount of health, as long as Zuza stays alive. And you might wonder why I'm trying to go for the Wreckful Walrus, and the reason is I think that's the least likely one for him to leave out. Yeah, see? Nice, nice. And let's draw some stuff. If he gets another Spontaneous Combustion, I'm going to be so unhappy. Splat. So he gets his Walrus back? Yep. Oh, man. Flag Bearer, that could be helpful. What I really want is for this to be dead. Ricarl. It's just killing me. It's destroying me. Okay, so that's 8 health worth of stuff that can kill that. So that's also 8. Flag Bearer is hopefully gonna put one of many away, and if he doesn't, well, that's not brutal, but my guys survived. It's just that I'm gonna lose them all anyways. Yeah, I don't think I can recover from that. I have 14 more health as well. Good thing is I have this, so I can actually kill Ricarl. But, I can only afford to lose, like, 2 more minions. And I don't have much health left either, so I think this is the end of my super, super good Rift run, my best Rift run. Yeah, can we even survive this turn, really? Okay, I guess we just have to hope and pray that RNG just no. Brutal. Yep, that's it. Okay, but anyways, I wasn't here to win. I was here to show you guys what the 20-win Rift Run deck looks like, and you know, just show you what it looks like playing, show you what's in it. Hopefully it gave you some insight into like how you should play. I mean, clearly I lost, so maybe that's not how you should play. But we get to look at the prizes together. Here's this save bug. Fortunately, that doesn't affect the result of the Rift Run, or I would be very upset. There we go, claim rewards. So let's take a look at this. So it costs 1,000 to go in. Boom. Look at that. That's a lot of IP. We got a rare. Ooh, that's pretty legit. I don't have any Rituals of Summoning, and now I have one. And we got a ton of IP. Ooh, and an Aoshun. I already had him, but it's like an epic card, literally. Should trade for a decent amount. I'm just curious. Look, I can buy this for how much? Oh, are you serious? No. Trap. So close. I almost this would have been the first time I could buy a deck. Can I buy it? Not enough. Why is it letting me do this again? If this gave me more stuff, which I know it won't, no, it's just getting me the same stuff again. So close, so close. I was just a tiny bit off being able to buy the deck. Honestly, there's not really anything I particularly want in it, because I have almost all the commons and uncommons in it, and there were only a couple rares. Kali the Purifier is the only one that I'd actually be interested in, so I guess it's time to abandon the deck. Goodbye. What a shame. And while we're here, I guess we'll open some booster packs, or one booster pack. Should we do Oppression, I guess? Buy one. And let's make this happen. Let's see what we got. Yeah, one rare. So presumably I don't really get anything from this, because I have most of the rares. I have 3 spawns now, so if I wanted to make a deck that had 3 spawns, I could. He looks so good. Look at his stats. It's just, I can't find a way to make Warpath and Exiles work together. Maybe someday we'll get there. Alright, it's been fun, guys. And I will see you in my next video. Peace out.